Hi friends, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am here with our 15-minute craft challenge. So if you're new, this is the one where in a moment I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. I'm just going to use this pile of scraps and then maybe other things that I can reach here on my desk to hopefully make something cute and fabulous. I'm also going to, I have my doodad folders, some ribbons, adhesive, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what we come up with. I hope you will join me and be inspired that even with just a few minutes, we can take time to be creative and enjoy crafting. So that's the point, not to make ourselves crazy, but to just say, hey, I only have a few minutes, but I can still craft and have fun. So I challenge myself to see what I can come up with in 15 minutes. Okay, here we go. If you're enjoying this, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm hoping to come back live. I don't know if I'm going to do the 15-minute craft challenge live again. I got mixed comments. Some people said, yeah, do that and then stay on and be relaxed. Other people said, why don't you just do something where you're not feeling pressure when you're live? So anyway, my big thing is finding some folks that can moderate for me at a time that'll work. So soon, hopefully soon, and I'll try to let you guys know. I usually, by the way, I had a lot of people say, I didn't know you were going live. I post that in my community tab, and I also try to let you guys know, like on Instagram and Facebook. Oops. Okay, I think, nope. Everything updated, guys. There's the timer. Still haven't figured it all out. And I know I can ask Siri. I'm not going to say her name, but I'm afraid it'll mess my phone up if I use that with my watch. Okay, here we go. 15 minutes. It goes by so fast. So I have a variety of papers here. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh gosh, some old Tim Holtz that, oh gosh, I've been hoarding. Pretty. Okay. What I'm thinking when I see these strips like this is I haven't made it, but I saw somebody, I wish I could remember who. Let me pick a strip of paper to use. And they were making, I'm going to try it with this one first. Some flippy kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like clips, and they had all the measurements and the scoring and all that, but I'm just going to fold mine and see. So it flips and it has pockets, and you can attach like a paper clip or something to it. So let me see if I can come up with something that will work similar. Okay, so like I said, theirs was perfect because they scored it and everything. I can't remember who it was. It was like a month ago, so asking me to remember that, who knows. Let me get a little ink on here, and then I'll try to show you what's happening. And then I think I need to trim this so that the top where it's folded here, it's the same height. So that's where, if I had measured and scored, I guess it would be perfect. But, all right. It's basically a zigzag fold. So let's just say you start at the bottom of a strip of paper, and I'm guessing this was 12 inches. Yeah. But just start with a piece of paper that's longer than it is wide. How's that? Fold up from the bottom, and then I think this is how it's going to go back and then up. So see how it's just like a Z fold. This is going to be a pocket, and there's going to be a pocket here and then a little clip, if I did this right. Okay, let's notch it to help us see our pockets. So there's going to be a pocket on the front, and then it's going to flip open, and then there's going to be a side load pocket. I think it makes sense. Okay. And then hopefully in my 15 minutes, I'm gonna have time to maybe decorate a little and maybe even do another one to show you, you know, the fold again. All right. I think this is gonna work. I hope. Okay. This is gonna be a pocket. So I'm gonna put glue here and here and close it up. And then this is going to be a pocket, but I do want to try the clip thing. And it might help if I had smaller clips, but we're just going to use a big paper clip. I think it'll be okay. And then something to kind of secure it. I usually just use my Scotch tape, which is over here. I'm going to grab it. I know my rule is use things I can reach, but when I make hidden paper clips and stuff, I usually use a little bit of Scotch tape. And I'm wondering if I should have brought that all the way down. Anyway, I think it'll be okay. And I think she put a cute little tab. And then it just clips. It's not a hidden paper clip. It'll clip on a piece of paper like that. Let's put a tab on it. I'm going to use my whale tab punch, but I think you could use, you could just make a tab and it'll be okay. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that'll be cute. Now, I'm not sure, do I want to, I guess we could kind of cover it that way and still use it. I'm not sure though, so I'm going to glue my tab together just so that it'll be double thickness, and we're just going to attach it on one side because I can't remember. I can't remember, and I don't want my clip not to work. So there we go. And then I think this is going to make sense in just a moment when you actually see it come together. All right, and hopefully, I think it's going to stay without a problem. Let's hope. Now, we are going to glue here and across here so that we have the side load pocket. So we don't need glue where it's folded. So along this edge and then right across the top. And I don't think this is going to interfere too much when we're trying to slide something in this pocket, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so it opens like this and we can decorate, and then we have this pocket and we have this pocket. Okay, so here's some little, like a little faux postcard. Isn't that cute? Okay. And then I was thinking, I thought I saw, I've got some words here. Ooh, here's some cute little tags. Use some of my precious moments here. And let's put a little tag in the pocket. It'd be cute just to kind of show us, you know, what we've done. And then in here, I want something a little bit larger. I'm wondering, oh yeah, it slides in without a problem. Let's make it like a rough tag. And all I mean by that is I'm going to fold this over, trim that up. We have the torn edge, gives it some interest. And I'm going to just put a little piece of ribbon, and then it's going to stick out that side just a little. Let's see. Now, if you guys haven't popped over onto Etsy lately, you may not have noticed, but I do have some new seam binding samplers, and one is a Christmas one, and it is like two different greens, a red, a burgundy, a navy, and like a silver. I think it's like 6 different colors. And I think it's going to be great for Christmas crafting, holiday crafting, and other things. And then I have like a pastel-y one, which I know it's not really the time of year for pastels, but that's what I ended up with, and that's what I made. I think this was maybe in there. So again, they can go with lots of different things. All right, so I have a tag there and a tag there. Now, here is where we can decorate, and maybe I will put one of my scriptures on here. And again, if I wasn't on a time clock, sorry, I would probably do a little more involved embellishing, but I want to fold another one. And I know I don't always have to do 2, but I do think maybe seeing me fold one more would be helpful. So we're gonna try it. Now, I think I have a little, I kind of want a little piece of washi or something right there. Let me see. It's not really the same style. It's got some fuzzy things stuck to it. Who knows? But that B and the W got a little cut off. But there. I don't think it matters with that. We could embellish more. I think if I could find just a little element, you know, and I don't know, maybe is it the thimble? Is it some of the sheet music? Something to just put on this pocket. I don't know. Just to add a little more contrast. Okay, so again, all it is just like a fun flippy clip that will go on a page. I don't know if I have a journal anywhere near, but if you pretend, you know, this is your journal page, it'll just clip right on like that. And then you have your pockets. Or you can just give it to somebody, right? Or you could skip the clip altogether. Okay, let's try this one. There's that little bit, I don't know if you guys noticed me obsessing over it. I'm going to just trim it off. It had a little bit of adhesive from the paper pad on there. Okay, this is some of my most favorite paper ever. It's old Tim Holtz. I don't even remember the name of the collection. Okay, so I folded it up the bottom. And again, now I'm going to fold it back. And then I'm going to fold it here. And I'm going to just line it up with the top. Now it's this one now is a little bit longer on the flip up, but I think that's fine. And you get to see these beautiful images. So very, very excited. And if you guys like this and if you think it would be helpful, I can try to find the video, or I can slow down and do a tutorial on this. Let me know what you think, or if this was enough. If you're able to just watch me do it and use that rewind button, that's okay too, right? But if I'm confusing you, let me know, because I don't want to confuse you. Okay, this is our front pocket. We're going to glue it on the 2 sides. All right. And then this piece here is where I'm going to do the other notch for the side lid pocket. And you don't have to do those if you don't want to. And then, what about, do I have another paper clip? Oh, look, it's a paper clip I've been decorating. Okay, here's a paper clip. I think it'll work. There we go. And a little bit of tape just to hold it on. Don't want it to go anywhere. Oh, this one I didn't stick up. I think it'll be fine. But I did like that little tab. Oh, I still have enough time. Okay. A tab, a tab, a tab. let's see what this thimble will look like, or the music. And again, if you don't have a tab punch, you can just cut a tab. I like both. I think I'm going to do the thimble. And we'll see the music, you know, on the back. All right, again, I just kind of like seeing that sticking up a touch. But you could easily skip this part. Okay, now, whoops, I haven't glued this together. Ha! Blah-de-da, glue. If you're gonna do it like this, you know, glue your tab together. Now, we're gonna glue along this side and right along the top to close up our side load pocket. Look at that. Okay, and sometimes when I see videos, you know, and it just kind of stays in my head, I kind of play around with it. The Z fold that I showed you is such a versatile fold. I've used it before in other projects in lots of different ways. And again, it just gives you the opportunity to make flips, to make pockets, and you really don't have to measure. Look at that. I really didn't have to measure. And you could do these skinnier or even wider, you know, you really could. I think they are precious. I am gonna see if I can reach my little heart punch, and I'm gonna punch just a piece of lace paper. And let's put that right there, just so that there's something on there. And I'm not going to worry about decorating the inside of this one at this point because the paper is so beautiful. I would like, if I could, whoa, the timer, we just finished. I was going to just slide something into the pocket so that we remember we have a pocket there. All right. It would be better, you know, if it was inked and had ribbon and all the things, but we're just going to slide it in there for now. And there we go. Look at that. And I can definitely put something else in this front pocket. Maybe I'll just put the other piece that I just tore off right there. What do y'all think? Okay. So this one is wider. The paper we started out with was wider. And they both have a clip on the back. Look at that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to make some. Let me know if you need more instructions or need me to slow down. I could put it on the list for down the road. So, okay, everyone. I am glad that I was able to figure something out that I like and I'm happy with. And I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you get to craft some. Thank you for watching. And until next time, have a great day. Thanks, everybody.